Alright, we are on Echo Isles on map 2 between Firestrike and Fire. Colors have changed. This time Firestrike is playing in dark green on the left hand side of Echo Isles. And we'll see if he's gonna go for the Farseer first again or if he's going to change his strategy this time. I mean, he was heavily supply blocked for a while on the previous map. And other than that, also he didn't, I'm assuming, like I did, didn't pick up on the tech switch of his opponent early enough. And if those two things hadn't happened, I think it could have gone very nicely. But then again, I don't think Fire is once again going to fall victim to a sneaky quick expansion by his opponent. So once again, Altar first, Burrow Barracks, Altar first, early lumber mill, farm and barracks. So both with a similar opening than previously. Fire not getting his hero yet. Okay, now he's getting his AM. Pretty sleepy here. As you can see, the Farseer, which is again the choice by Firestrike, is way quicker, and he's building a pretty much forward burrow, which could be very helpful in case of a potential tower push on tier 2 or even tier 1 for that matter. But of course it's also in a very fragile position, so if Firestrike is lacking map awareness and Fire can just quickly swoop in here and take the burrow down, then this positioning could also backfire on him. We'll see if it's going to be game deciding. In the end, Scout is arriving at the Orc base, whereas Firestrike, I think, didn't scout at all. Nope.
The future is ours.
And the Farseer is spawning here, unfortunately, on the wrong side of the altar for Firestrike. So it cost him a few seconds. Fire has his AM out once again, as well as the first footman pulling 1, 2, 5 militia actually. It looks like he's gonna go for the expansion immediately. No, he's going for the mercenary camp. Alright, something not a lot of people used to do at that time. I mean, at this time it's more standard, but even these days against Orc it's rather uncommon. So water metal gets dispelled immediately. So Fire definitely didn't do too great there. New water metal should be spawned any second, which is right now. The Renegade Wizard is being picked off. Pendant of Energy, best possible item definitely for the AM, I guess, together with the Boots of Speed. But yeah, Pendant of Energy, huge load of water metals now for Fire during the early game. Another Kobold has been taken down fast here. Yeah, he's also totally not anticipating that, because this is so far off the standard from when this game was played. He was just looking straight for the expansion and didn't find Fire there. Now he sees it, now he knows what's up. Grunt is gonna take down one more peasant. This peasant is probably gonna fall as well, as it was blocking the Farseer. Then again, with the AM and the footman around, looks like Firestrike isn't willing to take the damage necessary to kill this peasant. So Farseer is pulling back for now. Still tier 1 again for Firestrike, so it looks like he's again not gonna go for standard. Look at his bank. I'm not really sure what he's up to. Third burrow is coming right now. Maybe a tower push. He's hiding PNC, so this is going to be a tier 1 tower push by Firestrike. Fire has already started taking, of course, the potential access to mercenaries, especially the Forest Row Berserker, which is available by now, could be a huge help against the tier 1 tower push. The problem for Firestrike at the moment is that Fire is just creeping right in front of his base, and you don't really want to have that happen. If you go for the towers, we'll see if he's gonna want to do this in a sneaky fashion, or if he just wants to put down the towers very, visibly right in front of the human base. So now the PNs are moving in. The first of the footmen is taking a lot of damage. The priest has been bought right now, but it looks like it might be picked off very quickly. Fire doesn't have the gold at the moment to pick up the Forest Troll Berserker. And yeah, the towers are coming in, and Fire sees one of them with the footman. Also the spikes upgrade has already been researched, and he's pulling the militia right now. The orc army is pretty much out of position after chasing after this forest troll shadow priest. That was definitely not worth it. As we can see, the militia are taking a bit of damage by attacking the tower, but that, wow, he's just abandoning this entire strategy, and let's see if he's going to attack in the next couple of seconds or if he's still going to go for an all-in just a little bit later. I'm assuming he might turn around with the peons. No, he's attacking. So that was quite a poor attempt on tier 1 tower push. Guess he was banking on the fact that Fire wouldn't scout this. Was building just on the edge of the human's vision, but the one footman that was walking around here unfortunately saw the one tower. So yeah, that, as mentioned, did not at all work out for Firestrike. The one upside for him is that he basically didn't really lose anything except for time, so somehow he's gotta make up for that and get into a later stage of this game without being punished too hard by the tech disadvantage that this is going to, you know, that's gonna come along with that failed attempt on the tower push. So T2 has already finished, 2 arcanes coming in, power build, shop coming, towers coming now inside of the orc base, because he knows that this could backfire horribly on him right now. Then again, Fire could potentially, just like on the previous map, go for a tier 2 expansion again, if he sees those towers and stuff inside of the orc base. So we'll see. He's going for the shop, he's gonna get the cancel on that one rather easily. The first 2 sorceresses are already being produced. And yeah, the human army is gonna head back. I guess there's no real reason to overcommit here and go in against those towers with the orc army there and everything. Also, if he catches Firestrike out on the map, it would be very good for Fire, because there still isn't a shop for Firestrike. He has no means of healing at the moment, so you know, he's not going to be ready to take a fight anytime soon. He might be buying the Force Troll Shadow Priest here if he decides to creep this right now, which is what he's doing. Does have the gold to do so. And yeah, he buys both of the trolls, and now Fire is going in. He just, yeah, crept up here pretty smart, getting level 3 before going in for the kill on those burrows, on those towers. First tower has fallen, the first burrow will fall as well. And this is going to make this entire bottom of the orc base a lot more vulnerable. But actually, he's not going at it fully. I think he could have finished this burrow at the cost of like 1 more footman or so. But he's pulling back. Okay, so yeah, the burrow here proves kind of useful. TC second is coming in. Quick tier 3 for Firestrike. Fire this time stays tier 2. He's pulling the militia. And now he's going to go for the tier 2 expansion, realizing that he doesn't want to overcommit here, doesn't want to give Firestrike the chance to get back into the game because of, you know, giving him the chance to fight with his towers and his base in his back. So yeah, tier 2 expansion for the human, which makes sense. And hopefully for Firestrike, an amazing item here from the Renegade Wizard, which is not exactly what he's getting here. Especially against, you know, no Mountain King. The threat of heroes dying not as strong as it could be. So Firestrike continues creeping, level 3 right now. Gonna get about, you know, level 3.5, not quite, on the Farseer, and Fire DE keeps up the pressure. Footman heading down into the bottom left to see if there's an expansion coming there, and the rest of the army is once again gonna go in there, gonna go maybe cancel the beast tree, maybe just straight for the burrow. We'll see. The orc army is coming in from the bottom, still nothing on the field except for mercenaries, the heroes and grunts. Whereas Fire DE starts seriously gathering some sorceresses. In the meantime, expansion is coming, 1 guard tower being built there. Once again, the orc army is there, once again the burrow has survived. But just by sitting in front of the orc base here, Fire is winning himself a lot of time. I'm curious to see what Firestrike plans on doing with this tier 3. I mean, he can obviously get the reinforced defenses upgrade, which is great against human casters, which means taking down this base is going to be close to impossible for Fire DE. But other than that, I don't really know what the plan is. I guess he can get Kodo Aura, or maybe what's it called? The fire upgrade for the demolishers. Burning oil, I think. No, liquid fire. Burning oil is the demolisher upgrade. Liquid fire, the battle ride upgrade. Well, anyway, more creeping has been done by the Beastmaster. Big ammo portion. He's close to level 3 right now. The tower here is not going to be cancelled by this lone wolf. Right now, Firestrike knows, of course, what's up. I guess he could have predicted that without really scouting it. And of course, the tiny Great Hall is also one of the benefits of the Orcs tier 3. So he's gonna put that down, and then it's going to be, let's say, questionable whether he's going to be able to hold Fire's big push against his expansion. Fire up at 55 supply against 43 with a superiorly teched army, with superiorly leveled heroes, with slightly superior items, and Blizzard right now on the AM. Okay, maybe that's his way of dealing with this static defense that Firestrike is putting up against him here. And yeah, it's going with the Blizzard into the towers against the ranged units of the Orc. The towers will be cancelled here. Reinforced defenses has finished in the meantime. The first priest is about to fall. Speed scroll used on the Orc units to try and get into a good position around those casters. Shockwave is coming in. It's hitting very nicely, but only level 1 Shockwave. Actually, Firestrike is microing pretty decently here, given how far behind he is in terms of his army. But the question is, will it be enough? And the answer is probably no, as the speed scroll has ran out right now. Farseer and TCR taking a lot of damage. Level 2 Wolf on the Beastmaster, this time the level 2 Bear, of course. The Bash Bear has already almost taken down the Farseer. Another Raider has fallen here, another Grunt is falling. Also, a Priest is dying. Another Blizzard going in here is about to take down the tower as well as the Peons, and that's exactly what's happening here. At the same time, Breaker is coming in, and with his first shot, that is one hell of an efficient Breaker. He is taking down the Farseer and finishing the game here. So yeah, that was a nice little, you know, nice little endeavor of the Breaker, heading across the map there, doing one hit, and you know, putting the final nail in Firestrike's coffin here. So a very dominant performance by Fire DE on the second map. I guess you know, it's a lot of theorizing, but of course, if Fire hadn't scouted the towers coming up in front of his base, the game could have gone completely differently, but he did, and therefore he was in a huge lead. Of course, Firestrike was taking a huge risk by doing this kind of tower push, and it didn't pay out, and Fire finished the game safely afterwards. So he's up at 12 points right now, whereas Nightwolf is still at 9 points, and he has one more match to go. And if Nightwolf beats Sase, then he'll be back on rank 1 because of the superior map difference compared to Fire. If he doesn't, then Fire will be on rank 1, so there is one more match to be played in Group A, and then that one's going to be entirely finished. I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you look forward to the next best of 3, and I'll see you soon. Bye.